know what's good forever. What I'm puffin' on, yeah, I got that Lopes screen. Twisting up a L, that's a 508 smoke screen. Tag it twice, then I pass it to the whole team. Pimp until I knock out, and then I have some dope dreams.
All right.
For real right there.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fall River Experience. Thank you for watching, where we support nothing but Fall River, promote nothing but Fall River, and talk nothing but Fall River. And today we got Troy City Titans football player Justin Reis.
Yeah.
Justin, tell me a little about yourself.
From Fall River, born and raised.
Did you ever play for the Falcons?
Yeah, I did actually. I played a couple years for the Falcons. Played at Durfee. Graduated 09. Played semi-pro after that. You know, I had a couple of arena stints playing right now with the Bobcats.
What year's in Durfee?
Shit. I graduated 09, so probably 2005 to 09, 08, 09.
So you played. Who'd you play with out there? Like in Derby days, I would know.
All right, so Cam Ponce.
Cam, fucking kid's a beast, dude.
With Cam.
I'll never forget playing flag football with Cam Ponce.
Yeah.
And he, what's it called? It was such an air ball, and I had it. I knew it was coming to me. This kid just literally, I had it in my hand, one hand just like that, comes up right behind me, picks, not only intercepts it, but puts it in my face like that, shows it off. But I gave him his props. I shook his hand. I was like, dude, that was such a nice catch, bro.
I've seen Cam abuse grown men.
Yeah, he's
linemen.
a monster.
Like, he plays D-end. He can put the hand in the dirt and go by people. That dude should not be around here. He should be making millions in the league.
But when I was in Durfee, I wouldn't say it was tough to make the team, but it was some good players. Like Leon was playing, obviously Chris Thomas was playing, some really, really, really good competition, and kids even play big against.
Yeah, that's those like the older guys to me. They all like get involved with Pop Warner right now, but I think Chris is still the OC.
Chris is probably going to be a head coach of some big football team someday. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts coaching.
He has the ambition. He knows the cues. You know, I used to play flag with him.
Mm-hmm.
I used to play flag with the SWAT team they had. It was Chris.
The SWAT guys.
Yeah.
Oof, they were like people talked about it like it was almost like a mythical thing when we played for flag football.
Yeah.
But for the record, I did intercept Chris in flag football.
Yo, he doesn't throw many of those, but
shout out to the Purple Broskies over there.
Cam was on the Terriers and used to be like a Terrier SWAT thing, and it was something to watch. It was just a good thing to watch. But I played with Mike Boyd too. He's an old lineman.
And he just got signed to something too, right?
Yeah, well, he was on the Cavs last year with me, but I don't know what's going on with the Cavaliers. So I know me and a couple other old Cavs are on the Bobcats, and that's where we're trying to bring him.
Is he playing for Troy City?
Yeah, he's playing for Troy City too. Like,
nice.
A lot of local stars when we were in school are coming out for this team,
and Chris Rondon.
Yeah.
What position's Chris playing?
He's playing DB. Might be a nickel guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we've had 4 practices and he's had like 2 or 3 picks, and he has one back to the crib.
Yeah, Chris is a hard worker. He's a good kid.
Yeah, he is. We're not. Everybody's not been there, so it's gonna be a little.
Don't mind that.
You know, like everybody's not there, and it kind of stinks because I want everybody to like. I take semi-pro really seriously.
Yeah, well, you've been playing forever.
Yeah,
I would imagine, are you one of the better guys on the team? Be honest.
Yeah, I don't know who the linemen are, but I hold myself to a high.
This is why I chose you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Picked you to come on here. I know for a fact you're one of the hottest players. Like not only just in the field. Like I've been in the gym with you.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
We've been shout out to Pro Fitness.
Yeah, Pro Fitness.
I've been into the gym with you. Like, you know, I've seen you freaking work. Like, you know what I mean? You're definitely a hard worker.
Yeah. So. I do think we're gonna have a great O-line this year. I played with half the dudes, and I reached out to
I'm trying to think of some teams that like you played Worcester War Dogs.
No, we're gonna play the Woonsocket War Dogs.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Why am I saying Worcester?
I think they're Woonsocket.
I think it is Woonsocket.
Well, I know they're in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
We're gonna play them this year. We're gonna play the East Providence Chiefs. We're going to play my old team, the Taunton Gladiators. We're going to play the Middleborough Cobras, the Boston Bandits. The games are going to be crazy. I think I think once you see one game,
Boston Bandits, that's Odin Lloyd, right?
yeah, that's one of Lloyd's team.
Are they still like baby blue and gold or
Yeah,
whatever?
with yellow helmets
Yellow.
and stuff like that.
Wow.
There's like 5 or 6 guys on the Bobcats team.
You ever play with Odin?
I played against him for one game, and I didn't know who he was until like that whole incident happened.
How long before he passed?
I played before. I played. I think a year or 2 years before he passed.
For those who don't know who Odin Lloyd is the unfortunate victim of the alleged murder between him and Aaron Hernandez. Well, one of the alleged murders he's got going. But
so they do every year they do an Odin Lloyd game. It's been going on like 5-6 years strong. I played in 3 of those games.
Let's see what we got here. Don't hit me up on some bit like if you're gonna bother my freaking podcast, make it worth it.
Yeah.
So how you juggling work, football, and dad life, bro? How's Benjamin doing?
Benjamin's doing great. He's 4.
He's the original Reese's Pieces now.
yeah, he's the first one. There's Jalen, my daughter, who's a beast herself.
That's awesome. All football necks, right?
Oh yeah, her family. We all got strong necks. We got football necks. But yeah, he's at my games all the time. If I gotta take him.
Louder.
I gotta take him
I'll
to.
Cut that part out. We'll cut it out. That's fine. Use that chest. Put some chest in it.
Chest. All right.
Like Biggie.
If I have a football game, I gotta take him. It is what it is. Like flag. If it's practice at the park. If it's a meeting or something.
There's like a really good question because you've been in football your whole life, and you got a little boy on the come up. Do you put him in tackle football? At what age?
All right, at what age? So here's my theory. I want him to play Pop Warner at some point.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the competitor in me. That's just the football player in me. But the dad part of me, like I've watched Friday Night Tykes, and I've been part of Pop Warner. Like at the age that he is, he's not gonna understand. Like he's gonna play it once and not realize that the game hurts. The game hurts.
Obviously, you remember I coached. I brought you on to the. When I coached the Falcons for 2 years. In my first year, I was really excited. I really thought I was gonna get like this Little Giants like moment. Yeah. Like I was gonna get these rascals, and they were gonna and we really had about out of like the 20, I would say 5 kids we had. We probably had 20 kids who never played a down of organized football before, and that is like my concern to like, you know what I mean, to like parents. It's like, listen, like. There's nothing wrong with your kid playing flag football until he gets, you know what I mean, into high school. Mm-hmm. Like, these kids didn't know how to run a route. Like, you know what I mean? We got them, and because of rain delays and because of all this stuff, we only got to teach the kids plays and stuff like that for, like, a couple weeks. And we're talking about, and we had to do strength and conditioning for at least 2 of those, like, 4 weeks that we had to prepare for our first game. So, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm cool with it. I would not want my kid to play tackle football at all until he pretty much has played at least 4 or 5 years of organized flag football. Yeah. Like I watch kids get absolutely drilled. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Broken
like
arms, broken legs,
they don't know how to run routes yet. They don't, you know what I mean? And they listen, I get it. They look cute in uniforms. You know, like every parent wants to see their kid like play sports and stuff like that, but it's not worth your kid getting a concussion to flex for the gram. Yeah, it's really not. Like I used to tell parents all the time. You want your kid like to learn discipline. You want your kid to be like a good kid. Well, I don't want to say it like that. You know what I mean? I don't want to really imply that because I know a lot of good football players, a lot of good people. But I think MMA is perfect for kids. The discipline they learn, the self-defense they learn, all that stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do love football. I do love, like, you know what I mean? Everything football, like, embodies and stuff like that with teamwork. But it's just dangerous when you don't know the game. You know what I mean? Even when I never played organized football. Never played Pop Warner. I never played for Durfee. Like, you know what I mean? But I played at Kenny Park. You know what I mean? My entire life. And we traveled, you know what I mean? We didn't just travel.
Park.
Yeah, we went to park to park. We even went to Buttonwood to play against New Bedford. We went to Bristol to play against, you know what I mean, guys in Rhode Island. Like, it was really, like, it's actually bizarre to think about, like, when there was no, like, you know, Facebook and stuff like that at the time. And it was still so organized, like, well put together. We'd meet up at Kennedy Park, meet up at St. Anne's, and then, we'd pack up the cars. And instead of playing each other, we would travel to other parks. And because of that, I've met so many people. Again, I became like that. Like literally, that's one of the reasons why me and LeBurge met. You know what I mean? Like that's how we got close. Like those guys, were from the Lafayette, Flint area. You know what I mean? They like when I grew up at Kennedy Park. Next thing you know, Tyler House, who I knew my entire life, was bringing down all these dudes. Play football when we played competitive games. Like we hurt each other. There was a lot of injuries, and one day, my brother Ricky just asked Josh and Jared, and Tyler and Hanson, all those guys to come down and to come down to the house.
Right now.
Yeah, Hanson is a monster. Does he play at Troy City?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to. Listen, I'm just trying to get. If I played with
Message to James Hanson, get on Troy City. Message to Troy City, get James Hanson.
Yo, listen, if I played football with you in Fall River and you live in Fall River and you still think that you could play and you want to be part of something, Troy City is where to go, man. It's local. We practice at Henry Lord. Our home games are at Durfee. We're trying to get all like the not like the big name places, but like the mom and pop Fall River places.
Yeah.
I've talked to a couple of sub shops. I've been to a couple other places around here. Like I'm trying to get flyers up. I'm just trying to get.
You said you got what? Mezza 21, right?
We had
to
a
do
couple.
your banquet.
We had a couple meetings at Mezza 21, and then the VFW on the other side of the city. Not the VFW, the Liberal Club. The Liberal Club, and we helped out the VFW.
Liberal Club food.
Oh yeah. I get cheeseburgers from there.
Liberal Club is
Delicious.
so fucking good.
Cash only though. But,
Hello, this.
so I feel like I'm just sick and tired of the negativity. Hearing about the negativity stuff in Fall River,
I mean, there's good and bad in everywhere you go.
Yeah, I know.
There's good and bad in Somerset and Swansea. You know what I mean?
feel like there's a lot more good that's not being promoted than bad. Like I feel like with like the semi-pro team out here and the arena team out here, I feel like Fall River has something to be proud of. I talked about head.
So, no, it is something cool. Like I think Fall River obviously gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
But it's not that bad. Like
It's
you know what I
not.
mean. I'm pretty sure if you just surround yourself with a good crowd, like
Yep.
you know what I mean. I love my core friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like my boys are fucking awesome. They're great influences. They're great dads. They're great workers. Great all that stuff. Boyfriends, friends, all that shit. And that's what you really need. I feel like if you just surround yourself with that, you'll love Fall River. We don't have a bad time when we go out. We don't get into fights and shit like that. It's like the only time we get into fights is when we're out of the city because people don't know who the fuck we are. You know what I mean? But in the city, no, we never. We always have a good time. We have a good time, and we always say we don't care where we go. As long as, like, we're with each other, we know we're going to have a good time because we'll dance by ourselves, we'll drink by ourselves and all that stuff. But getting back to your point, yeah, Fall River, like people do paint it up. But I swear I blur that shit. I don't pay attention to it. There's good, just like in any state, any country, any freaking continent, there's good and bad everywhere you go.
Yeah, I know
like,
that.
you know what I mean?
I'm not saying like I'm trying to make Fall River like the perfect place in the world through football or whatever, but like it's just.
Troy City is a perfect thing for Fall River. It should have been here a long time ago.
Yeah, I just want like Friday Night Lights.
Troy City Titans.
Like Friday Night Lights, like that Saturday, just like the whole city shuts down and everybody's at the game, cheering on a team, having fun, having kids there. We're associated with the Pop Warner.
What time are the games normally? What time do you think they're gonna be?
Like 7:30ish.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not like 7:30ish.
No, that's perfect.
We play local teams too. Like we play Taunton, Middleborough, all 7:30. We might have a Friday night game once or twice.
Dude, I miss Friday night games.
Yeah,
man. It was a good time going.
So
everybody would be there. You know what I mean? I miss that shit.
It's not like you're going to see crappy football. It's talented people. It's dudes that played in college.
For the record, the people that you just named, like I played with Mike Boy. Like even at Park football, he was great. Chris was great. You know what I mean? Chris was always good. He was always like he played hard with he was a Jenk Street guy too. Like he played down like Lafayette, right?
He has RC's brother.
RC,
Paul,
yeah,
like,
they're all good. Yeah,
I want them to come play. Like, yo, if you like,
I used to think that was a nickname. I didn't know that was his initial, like RC.
I didn't even know that.
I just thought like they called him RC because he's like an
fast.
RC car. Yeah,
he's just fast. He's fast as hell. Like nobody can catch him. So
shout out to him, man, and Chris.
But
and just say RC is a boxer too. He did his thing at PAL and Golden Gloves, dude. He's another good like that's what I mean. Like there's good in Fall River everywhere if you just know it. I know a lot of people like you, people I have planning on coming on the show. Like they're all good people. Like they're all like not only that. sometimes I'm like, man, I've known you for so long. Like, you know what I mean? It's crazy to, like, and we shoot the shit all the time. We
Yeah.
talk to, like, dude, people need to hear this. People need to hear this. Like, you've been playing forever. Like, you know what I mean? You're good. And, yeah, I'm surprised you haven't gotten to the coaching thing yet.
Because I still got.
Well, you still got it.
Yeah, I still know I can play, and I get told like at least once or twice a week by coaches that coach higher levels that told me that I should be playing at a higher level.
I think
than just the slow
I think
push.
Chris Thomas probably still got it. I think he could play quarterback right now if he wanted to.
So I feel like this.
Who is your quarterback right now?
I can't really release that because it's not
All
a
right.
done deal.
You don't have to do
But
that.
we have a young boy Ryan in camp, and he's, if he puts in the hard work and can take a hit, I think he can do damage. I think he can bring a little more. He's short.
How many people you guys have on the roster right now?
Oh man, we have like 55 guys signed.
And your
We get-
55 guys signed. Real quick, now, for anybody listening, so they know, is there any chance for them to get try out and still get on the team?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If that is
just
true-
show up Wednesday at Henry Lord 7:30. Bring your cleats. We'll
Do you
work-
know who Andrew Madunka is?
Andrew Mendonca?
He is probably one of the
Sounds familiar.
best kept athletes in Fall River. That
Well, listen, Andrew Mendonca, if you're
he's on a
watching this,
great path right now, and he needs to be
come-
on the Fall River Titans.
come-
the Troy
come-
City Titans. Troy City Titans need
add me
him.
on
He's a great.
Facebook, man, and we can message and talk. You can come by
I
Wednesday.
think anybody who's
7:30.
played with Andrew Duncan or against Andrew
Yeah.
Duncan will tell you the kid can play.
And the people that created this team, Lawrence and Anthony Coma, they're
Shout out to Lawrence
Lawrence.
because
is
he's
the
not he
president.
does his thing with the Falcons
he's
too,
the
right?
president of the Pop Water, and he does the swag for the team. And that dude got some crazy things coming out. And
I want one of those sweaters. Put that
there's-
sweater.
He got sweats,
show that sweater to the
flip-flops.
camera.
Oh, look at this thing.
It's clean.
There's a red one and a gray one.
I'd probably go with the black.
Yeah. And then you know AC. AC's he's played football.
Oh,
He
he's over there
knows-
too?
Yeah, he's the head coach of the team.
That's another thing we're gonna get into. I don't know if we're gonna
You
get
need
into
him
it.
on the show, 100%.
Oh,
He'll
I
definitely
would
come
love
up
to,
here and be
AC.
on the show.
Yo, Cormer, if you're listening, bro, I would love to have you on. But I don't know if he would want to come on and talk because, again, I've been to the gym. I've seen AC. I've seen people who train with AC. I've seen results.
Yeah.
That guy gives results.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
He gets it done.
And there are a lot of fucking, part-time trainers out here that
half-ass it. That's what I feel like. I
that
feel like
that,
there's
that
some
need to be
trainers-
exposed. It's
I feel like
it's
there's some
bad.
trainers
Anthony
that
Cormer.
just do it for the buddy, and then some trainers actually do it because they love to work out. They love to train.
Yeah,
people,
and we're gonna get into that. I don't know if we're gonna get into it yet, but I'm definitely gonna get into that soon. The type of training. Cut this to me. The type of training that people are paying for right now, you are getting robbed.
Yeah.
There are freaking trainers out there that will give you the best bang for your buck. Shout out to Vitality Fitness.
Jordan's gym.
Jordan Thurston is probably one of the best people I've ever worked with. Shout out to
that's
Anthony
one of my
Cormier,
favorite
all
gyms
the people
around
at Pro Fitness. You know what I mean? Seriously, that we're gonna get into that. You know what I mean? I cannot stand watching people just post these. And if you notice that how I haven't mentioned names, those are the people I've talked about. That's the ones I'm trying to talk about who are not good trainers. And I don't want to get, because there are some I'm missing, and you know what I mean. And I'm really just having like a brain fart right now. I do want to tell you right now, some of the best people I worked with, you know what I mean, that I've been trained by and I've seen results by is Vitality Fitness down by next at RMV. Shout out to Jordan Thurston. And everybody else over there too, because that is a team over there.
Yeah,
That is not like a, you know what I mean. It is a Jordan Thurston ran gym.
Yes,
but I'll
yes,
tell you
yes.
right now, if you
he
are
impresses me a lot. The way how he holds himself, the way how he holds the gym, and he holds
Hell
the
yeah.
people accountable that he trains. Because if you go on his Facebook, there's at least somebody finishing high in these competitions that he sends. them
Oh,
to.
yeah.
And that's speaking a lot, because those competitions ain't no joke. I went
As-
to that gym. I've trained at that gym. I stayed away from all the ninja stuff because
as far as
I'm not
like
built to be a
health
ninja.
and fitness, like Jordan Thurston, guys at Pro Fitness, those are who I'm gonna recommend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No disrespect to General Fitness or Workout World or anything like that. But those who I'm gonna push you to them, because you're gonna get results out of them. There's no doubt about it. And and I can do the same thing with mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? There's few, like, you know, you gotta go see Penn Pitsley. If you have any chance to
Yeah.
train with Ben Pitsley,
Yeah.
mate, you're gonna freaking learn something. Like, you know what I mean? Same thing with Jared Roy down at Pro Fitness. You know what I mean? If you have any chance to work with Jared Roy, do it. I think I'm gonna have Jared Roy on the show soon. I was like, he's probably gonna get mad. I was supposed to go to the gym with him today. So yeah, they're gonna have Jared Roy on the show, and yeah, he's, my God, his MMA IQ is through the fucking roof, dude.
Yo, listen, man.
And Regiment, guys at Regiment are insane, like insanely good. You want your kid to learn martial arts, you want your kid to learn some great self-defense and great discipline, go see fucking Regiment.
My
down
son, Benjamin did taekwondo for like a little bit next to Scotty's Pub. No, not Scotty's Pub. Was it Mickey Doyle's? Down on the south end. And they had where the old Benny's was.
The old Benny's. And what are they doing over there?
They have like a little taekwondo gym. I liked it. He did it because he thought it was going to be like, I'm just going to run around and chop and kick and stuff like that. He didn't really do none of that. But
Gillette MMA still is also a good place for your kids to go to. Tim Gillette is
Trent
great with
does
kids.
that. Ashley and Dave's.
Yep,
son, he does.
Oh, no
He's
shit.
a
Shout out
beast,
to
that
Ashley
kid.
and Dave bringing
Yo.
Trent. Trent's going to be a problem. Yeah, I seen his taekwondo
That
videos, tell you
kid
the
is gonna
truth.
be-
Yeah.
Yo,
Boom. That's my, when I know how to edit. Cut it to that when I see the spikes. Oh, man. So, other than the trainer talk, like, who do you train with? Have you gone to AC?
yeah, I've trained with AC before.
Amy McDermott. There's also good female trainers out there, too.
It didn't really work
think
out.
that's her name.
Yo, that AC strong. That
Yeah.
yo.
Is he playing? Or is he coaching? Oh, you can't say.
No, I can't say because yo, he wants to coach. If everything falls into place, the people show up that's supposed to show up. He's not going to need to play. He's just going to need to sit there and watch the vets handle the team, and he's just going to coach. That's it. Because it's
cool.
semi-pros. We have a whole bunch of young dudes, and they're all local guys, and they're all hungry. There's crap talking at practice.
Speaking of crap talking, let's get into it right now. We're going to get into some positions, and from who you know, you're going to sit here, you think, tell me who you think is the best at that position. That Forever Talk would know. And whether it be,
I don't think
whether
nobody
it,
Forever gonna know nobody.
for real, you don't think
that I
it?
play with? No, I don't think nobody's gonna know. No, there's not really a lot of local guys. There's like I know I play with a whole bunch of New Bedford dudes too, like Johnny Gomes, Ron.
I think
Ron
Justin
Barrows.
forgot that this is the Fall River experiment.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to sit there and say, yeah, it's not really that good local guys.
No, I'm not saying that not good local guys, because I if there are local guys that do play, I haven't found out about them yet, and that's what I want. Like that's what I want come out of this. A little bit coming out of this thing.
Is it all Fall River guys that play for the Tri-City?
it's dudes from all over. It's we have a couple of
I mean, because, yeah,
dudes,
you played for Taunton Gladiators and you played for other teams,
yeah,
too. Like,
yeah.
they recruit a lot of Fall River guys.
There's a couple guys from New Bedford. There's a couple guys from there's two guys from Tiverton. A couple guys from Tiverton actually. Scott DaCosta, John DaCosta, cornerback, and a receiver quarterback. I don't know what Johnny does. He can do whatever if you ask him. Then there's Taunton guys. There's some dudes in the Cape. There's some Taunton dudes.
How do you
guys.
think I would fit? You've played with me. How do you think I would do?
You need to put on some weight.
Yeah, well, yeah, I need to put on somebody if I want to play any sport right now.
Yo, it's all IQ, bro. If you know what to do, if you know where to be, then you should.
Do I know where to be? I'm the best cornerback Fall River has ever freaking bred. Let that be known. And I dare somebody to at me, bro.
Pot quarterback. You're the best pot quarterback.
I am the best pot cornerback. Like, you know what I mean? Shout out to Andrew Duncan, too. He's a close second. Man, I mean, like, I don't, at that time, though, when I played park football a lot, I was doing boxing and MMA, like, 24/7. That was when I was doing, like, 2 days, 4 or 5 days a week. So I was, like, you know, the hits weren't nothing. I could always bounce back up. I was just, like, I can't do that now, though. If I take a hit now, though, it'll probably hurt.
Aaron Pavo?
Which one, Moose? Big Aaron?
Yeah, I think last time I saw him a couple years ago, he was driving a flatbed with cars on it. Like
yeah, I think he's doing tow truck thing right now, yeah.
That's another dude that I used to play flag with him. But
he played for Durfee for a little bit.
Yeah, I think he needs to come put the pads on and get his ass out here too.
He's on
Like,
daddy
yo,
duty.
listen,
He's
like,
running
if-
his businesses.
If you have that feeling inside, like, hey, like, I think I can play, run with it. Just come Wednesday, 7:30, Henry Lord.
I'll talk to him. I'll definitely.
You know what I mean? Like,
Aaron, if you're listening,
I
bro.
get it. I get it. I'm 28, man. Like, I get it.
So,
like, age, working.
Durant, talk to the camera. If anybody, talk to anybody that thinks that if they got what it takes, let them know what to do.
All right, so listen. Come in pair of cleats. Come to Henry Lord at 7:30 this Wednesday night. You're going to see about 25, 30 guys there running around, working out. You come run. You can talk to me. You can talk to AC.
If you think you can hang, don't be
Yeah.
scared to talk shit.
it's
If
not
you
even-
think you
it's
can
not even
hang, if
hang,
you think
bro.
you can play,
It's-
you sit
it's
down,
not
you
even
watch the
hang.
Patriots play on Sundays, and you talk all that shit. If you think you can
Oh,
do what
yeah,
they
if you're
do,
that type of dude,
if you
that's-
think
that-
they do,
Yeah, that watching the Patriots game,
Yeah.
that fucking you can
Get-
you
get in
you're
the- tell 'em.
You're saying all these routes and shit. It's really not. Yo, get your
This
ass
is
out
something
here
you've
and
been-
get
I said-
embarrassed. That's
yeah.
100% fine with me.
this is something you do every day, son. You
Yeah,
you've done your whole life.
yeah,
Let
like, I've
people
done
know
this
if they
shit. I
think
do
they
this
got
shit.
it.
Yeah, like I do this like I watch film every other day. Like I try to go to like I used to go to the gym all the time. Now I work and I have kids now, so it's just a little more difficult for me.
Pause. In. This will be edited out.
Hey, Dave. Speaking of
Is it?
Dave.
Is it, Dave?
Yo, I just gave
This
you a
won't be
shout
edited
out.
out.
Shout out.
This won't be edited out. This will stay in.
We're live.
We are live,
come
man.
on, we are live.
You can look up. You can look up to that cam up there if you want.
What up?
Go right over. Say what's up to everybody.
What's going on?
D Pell's in the house. He doesn't have a mic right now,
Pell.
but you can right there go over there and say
Talking
what's up.
about it, speak of the devil. Walks right in 5 minutes later.
Pell, how do you feel about the FRE Titans coming out?
Oh, it's an excellent brand. These guys are taking it very seriously. Seen a game already. These guys can play, and just love the product.
Love you, Dave. Well, with that was a good fun talk with Justin Reis. Cool little intro from Pell, little
special
cameo.
Guest, special guest. That was not planned, by the way.
That was not
That
planned.
was not planned, by
Pell,
the way.
duck your head in there one more time and say what's up. If anybody knows
What's up to
sports,
everybody?
anybody that knows anything, Dave Pell knows his sports.
This is the greatest empire right here for little kids baseball.
Come see the FRE
Love this
Titans.
dude.
Not only that, one more time, Justin, if they think they got what it takes, tell them what to do.
Show the fuck up. That's it. Just show up. Show up with cleats. Not soccer cleats.
Talk that shit.
With real cleats. If you're
Not
looking-
soccer cleats.
Yo.
Are you talking shit about are you putting down the Portuguese community
No,
right
I'm
now?
not putting on the Portuguese
Because I would
community.
probably show up with,
But, yo, hey,
soccer
listen,
cleats. I wouldn't know the
we-
difference.
I wear lacrosse cleats, and they're the most comfortable cleat ever. Love them things.
That's awesome.
Yo, but we need a kicker though. So if
So
there's
if there is a soccer player out
some
there,
iron leg Portuguese out there, come out Wednesday, 7:30. Anybody, yo, just anybody, man.
all right, thank you everybody. Make sure you guys come in next week.
Some Novocaine, only that exotic, I ain't never touching lower grade. Johnny be my ace. I ain't talking about a poker game, and when we get together, we setting off them smoke grenades. I call the homies up and ask them if they wanna smoke. What you rubbing on? Yo, I got that